both ends. And ODI's moment. Expect that to continue. Shubman Gill will just take his time, or he has the ability to be aggressive as well, but it just seems to be his method, his tempo that he likes to bat at, is to get the pace of the pitch, his any movement, and then be guided by that in his decision making.
That's the kind of role which has been defined for Shubman Gill, to remain composed. That's a wide delivery down the leg side. That's why both these players, they complement each other. Rohit Sharma, so much of experience. He has set the template of playing aggressive cricket. He will follow on that path. But Shubman Gill, on the other hand, he's there to maybe absorb the pressure at the beginning. If Rohit Sharma falls early, then it's up to Shubman Gill to take the game forward.
It's good movement. Exactly what you would hope with a slip in place.
Well, this is so unlike Shubman Gill, isn't it, Scott? You're talking about him to play in a more composed manner. Here he steps out, trying to put pressure on Asita Fernando. Good line from the right arm pace bowler.
We talk about him as being a little more measured, composed, don't we? But just see if we can get his record brought up again shortly, because it tells a story. Average of over 60. With the best of a double hundred, which means he's scoring over 4 runs and over by himself in that situation. But the strike rate of 102. Now we're sitting here saying he's a little bit more conservative in the way he bats, but that is an outstanding strike rate.
For a top order batter, Shubman Gill, that's a superb strike rate. And if we add Rohit Sharma's number there, that'll present a very threatening figure to the opposition bowlers.
They average over 70 together. These two, he's at the top of the tree in terms of averages. Already over 2,000 runs in ODI cricket. It is a great start to his career, especially for somebody so young. And I'm sure most people will agree that there's a lot of improvement still left in his game, which is scary for a lot of other countries around the world. It's nicely played. Settle for the single, so both batsmen are on the board. Start for Sri Lanka, 3 without loss.
Sir, I'm here for the 2:30 pitch.
You have meeting meeting 0.
But that's just a few seconds.
Clock's running out.
तो सर बचपन से शुरू करें।
तू पोकर खेलता है क्या?
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है। पोकर बाजी डाउनलोड नाउ।
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.
And of course, what, that? Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
So both teams, if they want to win this series, they're going to have to win both matches. Sri Lanka with 240. Seems to be the consensus here in the commentary box that it's a very good score. Arguably the player of the series so far. Will Alagate, a very good series with the bat in particular. This will be tougher. Already has a 5-wicket bag to his name.
Is the attacking mindset of this young left-hand batter and left-arm spinner.
That's beautiful. Through the offside, timed to perfection. The first boundary of the run chase.
That's class for you. Shubman Gill gets on top of the delivery from Punit and plays it so well, just looking to time it. Oh, fabulous. A flourish in the end, the wrist work coming into position. I was talking about Tunis. It's his attacking mindset, Scotty, which has been so impressive for me, so refreshing. The way he has come out to bat in both the encounters, left arm spin bowling in the last game, always looking to pick wickets.
I think it's his attitude that impresses me most. When the situation's at its toughest, that's when he brings out the best of his abilities. Short and wide to be put away, Rohit Sharma misses out. And that's the character he has. And I've been so impressed with Sri Lanka since that third T20I, where it would have been devastating for the group to not get on a win when they were so dominant. And I think he's typified the spirit we've seen from Sri Lanka in the 1.5 matches since.
I've seen the self-belief grow in the side. That's also due to youngsters such as Dhoni's performance that has helped the Sri Lanka team to have that kind of confidence now. Away from the ball, Rohit Sharma trying to play the big shot, deceived in the air.
It's nicely bowled, a little bit of turn. 8 without loss.
Sir, I'm here for the 2:30 pitch.
You have beaten me, reach zero.
But that's just a few seconds.
Clock's running out.
हाँ? तो सर बचपन से शुरू करें.
तू पोकर खेलता है क्या?
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है. पोकरबाजी. Download now.
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.
僕たちセリはもう絶対に負けません。Kuroko's Basketball third season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
Lead from all of them. I think that's the job for Sri Lanka. Those averages drop off significantly from number 6 onwards. Shivam Dube, Akshar Patel, of course, I don't think there's many opportunities to bat, but make them do most of this run chase. From Dube down will be the goal. India did that well in the first innings, having Sri Lanka 136 for 6. That middle lower order stood up. You've got to think if India's top 5 can come close to those averages, they will win this game.
Those are mind-boggling numbers. Shubman Gill right at the top, above 60 is the average. Shubman for some years been touted as an all-format player. I reckon he's kind of settled in red ball cricket, in test cricket as well as in one-day cricket. T20 still, I feel, it's a work in progress. Now him being named as the vice-captain, that will add to his self-belief and his confidence. One can see the numbers grow there also very soon.
I think as well, think about the IPL side, think about the teams he's had success in with India. There's been good opening foil for him, aggressive players at the other end. In this case, Rohit Sharma. Look at the T20 side, Yashasvi Jaiswal. Both players like to get after the bowling. Test matches, good end of the series against England. I can see those numbers going up significantly as well. But when he plays for the Gujarat Titans, there isn't that attacking player at the other end, a lot more responsibility on his shoulders. It wasn't until Sai Sudarshan opened with him that we saw the best of Shubman.
Working hard on his T20 game spotting. That's why if you notice the last IPL, the strike rate went up. I think he can understand the way international modern T20 cricket is growing. Since he's joined Gujarat Titans, the strike rate 147.70 as a leader last time around, did very well.
It's a good strike rate. He's doing the job for the team, no doubt about it. He doesn't have a lot of big names around him in the batting lineup. That's why there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders. That is a terrific delivery.
Extra bounce, almost offset Shubman Gill there. Good seam position from Asita Fernando. Held his line and the shape. Generally commits himself on the front foot. Wasn't the delivery to be played on the front foot. That's why he was beaten in the end. Extra bounce. Better off playing off the back foot there, Shubman Gill.
Finish to the over, just the two singles from it, 10 without loss.
Sir, I'm here for the 2:30 pitch.
You have beaten me, reach zero.
But that's just a few seconds.
Clock's running out.
तो सर बचपन से शुरू करें
तू पोकर खेलता है क्या?
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है पोकरबाजी डाउनलोड नाउ
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.
And of course, what, that? Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
Rests on that man's shoulders. He's been there, done that though. Vastly experienced. Too easy. Short and wide, no protection. And exquisite from Rohit through point.
Drops it short. Slow surface. It comes slower off the wicket. Gives ample time to Rohit Sharma to lean back and play that one. And he finds the gap also. Plays it late. That helps him to find that gap. Or gets a boundary.
He had one of those in the first over, didn't he? But he picked the fieldsman out. And that's exactly what India need to do when they get that bad ball to put it away. It's a nice length. So, notice this in the last over. This was a ripping delivery that goes past the edge of Shubman Gill. And not many players are hitting those. Just watch the reaction as he walks down. Another one. Just a little bit of room to the leg side. And cuts away for a brilliant boundary.
At times, Rohit gives the impression they can always step out and go over the top. That's one of the reasons why a left-arm spinner tends to bowl short, trying to crap Rohit Sharma. But he's smart enough. He's so experienced. And he knows the wicket is so slow. It'll give him time to play short like this. He plays in front of square.
There's only two fieldsmen outside 30-yard circle, remember. Those are a deep mid-wicket and long off. So this is the discussion now. Have we got our two fieldsmen in the right place? Do we need a deep point? That's the long off. Bottom of your screen. Deep mid-wicket out towards where Sri Lanka's dugout is. That's a good length.
Has the right length to bowl to Rohit Sharma. Lure him to come forward. But the ball grips and turns. He is in trouble this time around, Rohit Sharma. Can play the slot sweep as well.
There it is. Bottom half of the bat though, but there's nobody in that region. Third boundary of the over.
That's what Rohit Sharma can do quite easily. He gets inside the line, can play the conventional sweep, can play the slot sweep. This time he goes conventional.
Please subscribe,
Plays
guys.
the field quite easily in the
Subscribe
end, Rohit
first.
Sharma.
Subscribe, bro. Subscribe first, please.
Looks so elegant when he plays shots like this. Even the sweep shot.
I think he was looking to go up and over, but just wasn't quite the bounce. Rolled the wrists in the end. So Lalage is now being expensive. That's the outside edge. Will just be a single. Good over for India though. 13 runs from it, 23 without loss.
Everyone thinks investing in crypto is a lot like this. But on CoinSwitch, it's like this. Crypto products and NFTs are unregulated and can be highly risky. There may be no regulatory recourse for any loss from such transactions.
And of course, what, that? Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
Runs to get there as well. Quite incredible. The question is, can Virat Kohli catch
Subscribe and like, please.
Tendulkar?
Subscribe and like.
4,500 runs behind. Will there be enough time? Certainly has the talent.
Subscribe and like.
Virat Kohli, he takes these much needed breaks, so he doesn't play too many one-day matches these days. Virat Kohli 13,872, but look at the difference in average, 44.8 for the great Sachin Tendulkar. Virat Kohli much ahead, 58.5. That's incredible.
Just looking at it before we came on, actually, Tendulkar will played more than 460 games. Virat's just at 290 odd. It's a huge difference. It's borne out by those averages. The toughest part, though, when you start retiring from formats, and of course Virat and Rohit Sharma have finished with the T20s, is you will naturally get more breaks. And there is a skill to making sure you're ready when the next tour rolls around. Rohit's trying to catch up to his son up. He's got 10,700, I think it was, from memory. Again, the average of Virat Kohli standing out like a sore thumb.
Talking about players who play all three formats and then leaving out one format and then sticking to two formats, that is still manageable. Problem starts when you only stick to one format, which is Test cricket, because India does not play so many Test matches, and that break at times hurts cricketers or batters more so.
I can tell you it hurts more when you're in places like New Zealand, because in India there's never a shortage of net bowlers, so you can still get a lot of work in and preparation. We don't have that same luxury in New Zealand, and it does take almost a real conscious effort, and you've got to start it maybe as much as a month out from when you know your next tour is. A few players
Subscribe, guys. Subscribe
New Zealand who
and like.
took a break and gave up Test cricket. He'd only start preparing.
Please subscribe,
10
guys.
days before the next ODI series, and he took a couple of games to get going, and he had to refine his preparation. So having a Champions Trophy next year, it may well just be a little bit more one-day cricket than we've seen previously in preparation for that tournament, which will help him stay in that form. That's pulled away. No protection. Easy shot for Shubman Gill.
Off the front foot, Shubman Gill just whips it on the onside. That's a poor delivery from Asita Fernando. It had pace that allows Shubman Gill to play a shot like this. Strong wrist. He can play the short arm full. He can play a shot like this. Very forceful.
I did a bit of analysis on him in the IPL, and more often than not, his pull shots go in front of square, almost in line with the bowler's stumps. That occasion, he just helped it on its way. It was clever. Sri Lanka have made a slight change. The deep square's gone further towards fine leg. This field will allow them to come through for a single. So 6 runs from the over, 29 without loss.
Can I take a leave tomorrow?
आगे
Okay, Rahul. Rahul, please.
कल सुबह 10 बजे
तू पोकर खेलता है क्या?
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है. पोकरबाजी. Download now.
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.
And of course, what, that? Naruto, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
This series will be a change of bowling as well. Just 2 overs for Willalage, who threatened. Also, Rohit Sharma got hold of him in the last over. So it will be Killer Dhananjaya, who I thought impressed too in the last match. 5 spinners for Sri Lanka in this game, remember?
That's a good option, Akila Dhananjay. Bowled quite well in the last encounter. I was also looking at Fantasy, the right arm leg break bowler, more so against Rohit Sharma. His track record against genuine leg spinners. At times he is suspect to right arm leg spinners, Rohit Sharma. So that may also be a good option for the skipper. Bring on Wender Singh.
Yeah, slight change of field too. There's a deeper wicket and a long on Sugar Gill. Because Rohit Sharma likes to sweep, it's now a deep backward square and a long on. Really use his feet. That's where the man was. Clever batting. He continues to deal in boundaries.
To the leg spinner from Akila. On a half tracker, Rohit Sharma. He cannot go wrong to a delivery like this. He watches it keenly and then he explodes. And explodes in such a wonderful manner. So much of elegance and so pleasing to the eye when he plays shots like this.
Well, it'd be another change of field. So at the moment, Sri Lanka's chasing the ball a little bit. Deeper wicket will go right where that boundary was. Nobody at long on will come inside the circle. So will it now be an opportunity for Rohit Sharma to step out of his crease? Not a lot of timing, but it'll be enough. Just settled for 2. Tossed it up, which was brave with mid on and mid off inside the circle.
That also against Rohit Sharma. His eyes lit up when he saw this flighted delivery. He wanted to go over the top, does not connect well. Because the mid on and mid off was inside the circle, still managed to get some runs. Akila Dhananjay continues with this, with mid on mid off inside the circle even now.
It's good play. Jaya has had some success, good success at the international levels. The only cricketer to have achieved 2 six-wicket hauls in ODIs in Sri Lanka. 6 for 54 against India, Palakele, 29 versus South Africa here at Primadasa. Just a little bit too easy. Rohit Sharma had that boundary. Not allowed any dot balls. 9 runs off this over so far with a ball to come.
Set 8 were a very stable start for India here. Rohit and Shubman Gill combining well. Put up 38 for no loss at this stage.
Got away with it once more. Will be the end of the over. 9 from it. 38 without loss.
Sir, I'm here for the 2:30 pitch.
You have me till we reach 0.
But that's just a few seconds.
Clock's running out.
तो सर बचपन से शुरू करें
तू पोकर खेलता है क्या?
जो लाइफ में खेलता है वो पोकर भी खेल सकता है पोकर बाजी डाउनलोड नाउ
This game may be habit forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.
They pick their spots. They've used the field restrictions very well. Fernando has been good, but the spinners have been taken apart somewhat. Akila going for 9, Lalage going for 18 into slipping. He's looked good. He's rushed the batter. He's gone past the outside edge. He's generally bowled just back of a length. He's posed some problems to the batters.
You certainly asked the right questions.
Sean, I think he's backed himself now as the senior most bowler within the squad. Take the responsibility, and some people thrive under that responsibility, and some people barely can survive. And he seems to be well afloat
At the moment, he's earning his stripes, not just in this format, but also in the red ball format. Oh, what a shot that is. Pick the length, hit through mid-off.
earned in length and paid the price in full. Rohit Sharma loves that length. But the intent he bats with, you know that length is going to be a 4 or a 6 every day of the week.
This is the challenge for Sri Lanka. This opening partnership has been very good, not just here, but in the first game too. They look to take the game away from you. They try to dominate you. Already going at near 7 runs and over. Their asking rate is down to 4.5. 43 of 39. That's what they bring to the table.
He wants to be able to hit that length as often as possible. When you pitch the ball up, Rohit Sharma, that's how he will respond. Feel like this Rohit Sharma's batting. So I think that weight, the burden of winning an ICC championship is just blown off his shoulders completely. He's going out there and absolutely having fun with his batting.
Oh, short, and how big is that? That's gone into the crowd. Oh, in fact, very nearly hit the board, but timed sweetly.
That is delightful. Not too much wrong with that ball, but such a great proponent of the pull shot and the pick-up pull shot. Rohit Sharma, head still, like bread and butter for me. Use the pace. Despite a fielder being there at the boundary line, sailed well past his head into the stands.
He didn't move, he hit it. He was on the front foot as he played that shot. Didn't need to get to the back foot. Had time. I think it's perfect. So that's the 50 partnership. This is the 16th 50 plus opening partnership in this pair in ODI cricket. And they are turning out to be very prolific.
Prolific indeed. They average about 74, 75 if I'm not wrong. It's just early days for them. They've played that together about 25, 30 times. So quite a pair this.
Perfect foil for each other. See that Gill is taking his time by Rohit Sharma. Just starting to move, 34 of 21. 5 fours and 1 6. He's over already 12 runs. Seven done, 50 without loss.
Kuroko's Basketball third season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. Kabuki, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. And of course, what that? Naruto, the best of
Tokyo is no different. The domination has started. That happened in the first game too. It's the field restrictions that has helped them to do that.
It has. And tough spot to be in for Sri Lanka. given that they have their injury woes for their fast bowlers. Sitting behind the 8 ball as far as that is concerned. And you have the likes of Akila Dhananjaya, who generally perhaps would enjoy bowling outside the power play, be a lot more effective outside the power play, is forced to bowl within the power play and bowl obviously with a lot more pressure.
That's the problem as far as Sri Lankan spinners are concerned. Ideally, Captain would like to utilize those 30 overs, as you said, outside the power play, attack a little bit, have fielders. But here, the mindset is different. It's a more defensive line, just 2 fielders. Steve plays a deep wicket and a deep square leg. It has to be tight. The length has to be perfect, not too full. Mid on inside the circle.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rohit Sharma steps out and takes the mid-off on. He's going slower through the air is Akila Dhananjaya. So I think that shot could possibly be on.
He took him on the last over when Dhananjaya was brave enough to toss it up. He'll now look to push it a little bit, maybe slightly back of the length. The thing about Dhananjaya is that he bowls a lot of googlies and wrong ends. And the off break as well. Hence the field at mid on.
Seeing, looking and thinking to hit down the ground. There you have it, slightly back of a length. This time instead of going towards the square boundary on the leg side, he decides to pull it in front over mid-on for a 6. Can't make these errors against the caliber of Rohit Sharma.
See the slowness of the surface. I loved him to play it there. He had the option of going over mid-wicket, but instead picked long on. Brilliant batting. Just picking his spots. 9 runs off the over, might be 10 in fact. Yes, they will take 2 and that's 10. So 8 done, 6 to get out loss.
Kuroko's Basketball 3rd season. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV. And of course, what, that? Naruto. The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
あいつらと戦おうなんて思うなよ。
The best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
Is sitting, Ajay Jadeja is sitting in the studios in the commentary, so it's nice to see his name up there. One who batted everywhere, holds the medium pace as well. Incredible fielder, Ajay Jadeja.
Ooh, that bounced. A bit more effort you could see. It just clipped a bit and bounced.
Again, revs on the ball, hit the seam, which is why there was that much of spin on that delivery. Gill has been incredible against fast bowlers. However, that shot has played beautifully all along the ground. Misfield will afford them the second run. Sadira Samara Vikrama long off. First ODI, Gill versus spin. Played 24 deliveries and scored only 6 runs and eventually got out trying to play a hike over mid-wicket. But I suspect in this match, in this innings, you will see him playing only with the spin and not against it.
That's what we've seen so far, even those drives. going through extra cover. Looking to get on the back foot. Slowness of the surface allows it. Oh, that's the one that comes back, but very well played. Played it late. Using the field restrictions and gets another boundary.
Risky shot, but complete control over the amount of risk he was taking. Didn't come back, didn't turn away, came back in with the arm, but managed it so well. Can access different parts of the ground, Shubman Gill.
Small. It's better. A little bit more loop. 66 without loss.
Palat. Palat. Palat.
जा सिमरन जा।
₹0 का खर्चा और दुनिया भर में चर्चा, क्योंकि इस एड की ही तरह लेमन ऐप पे भी है जीरो फी। इन्वेस्टमेंट्स इन द सिक्योरिटीज मार्केट आर सब्जेक्ट टू मार्केट रिस्क। रीड ऑल द रिलेटेड डॉक्यूमेंट्स केयरफुली बिफोर इन्वेस्टिंग।
あいつらと戦おうなんて思うなよ。
Golden Kamuy, the best of Japanese anime on Animax. Now available on GOTV.
9, and they've used the field restrictions have been very well used, making those gaps. So another change. Going to see coming to Mendes, ambidextrous. The down spin.
It's not much in one-day cricket yet. Shubman Gill, that's it. He played it past his body. Tells you a story. There was definitely a huge percentage of risk involved with that shot. But the field awareness and the ability to adjust based on the ball that's bowled.
Coming to Mendes now, happens to be the fourth bowler. Good fielding, doesn't give a run. Can understand the thinking of the captain. He wants his spinners to be bowling with the field restrictions off so that he could attack them a little bit more. At the moment, it's a more defensive line of attack for the spinners.
Yeah, it's a tough one for Srilanka. Has his back against the wall and has to figure out solutions from that place, which is not easy. He's trying to make do with the resources that he has on hand. You don't have 80% of your premium fast bowlers available to you at your disposal. It's a hard task.
He's got Van der Sar. He's got all 10 overs of Van der Sar to try and utilize after the 11th over. Then he's got